center?
No, but it just clips on the top.
Really?
We're good. I got
wow.
it. Hey guys, how are y'all?
Yeah, we're all setting up here.
Elena's pushing us out of the way.
Uh-huh.
You see that, everybody? You saw that she did that. It's not the guys that are mean, it's the girls. Boys rule and girls drool. Hey, brother. Hey, sister. I just said brother. Good God. Leaving it up. Rose Works. Electrical. Mike, the electrical code coach. We're going to talk about him tonight. Karen's Garden, Mama Z. Who else have I missed on there? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Tran Williams. Hey. What's going on? Yeah, hit that thumbs up as you come in for me, guys. You got 7 on here. I know there's more than 7 people in here right now. Hi. Hey, Ivan. Hi, Elena.
Hello,
Mims says hello.
Mims. Hey, how's it going?
Yes, the Russians are still here.
Zone?
Yeah, how's the garden? I think her garden's at the end. She's into the fall garden now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She's putting out videos like I am once every 6 months.
Yeah, like us.
Lynn Pitzel, how are you? I hope you are doing well. We are enjoying ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We ate I smoked stuffed peppers tonight. He didn't eat any. She ate some. Got a little too much breadcrumbs in them. She-Bear Acres, how are you? So we did that. I'm going to talk about some stuff today. I'm going to talk about something that I actually heard on another channel today, and it just hit me really, really profoundly, just in a statement. So we're gonna talk about that in a little while. Hey Tiffany, how are you? Mo Homesteading, how are you? And today we're gonna read Ephesians 6, and I think it is. Let me get to the chapter so you guys can be ready later. It's Ephesians 6, chapter 6, 10 through. What is that going to be? 10 through 20 is what we're going to read today. So it's called the Armor of the Lord, or Armor of God. Hey, Felicia, how are you doing? If you are not busy on Sunday, come down to Knoxville for John Sevier Day Revolutionary War reenactment, and I will have a craft booth. All right, Felicia, we might try to do that. That sounds like a good day trip. These guys might enjoy that. Knoxville's not too far. Yeah, it's not too far. Really we can jump in a truck and come down. We may do that, Felicia. We'll do that. Email me your contact information. And
what is it again?
The Felicia Craft Adventures.
Yeah, it's the John Sevier Day Revolutionary War reenactment.
Amazing.
That's awesome. Leanne's Life, what's up, girl? Where's that polar bear at? Tell the polar bear we have the Russians. The Russians are here. He doesn't have to go on guard. He doesn't have to take point. So, yeah, Mike, you should join us on that one. I'm going to wait until a couple of people get on here before I start talking about Mr. Mike, the electrical code coach. He's a new friend and going to be a new friend of the channel. And he's on here. It's noon to 4. I'll email you. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Felicia. He is sleeping. That's what happens when you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and work all day and work all night and just wear yourself thin. That's the way it goes. But so let's see. Which Bible do you have, Chris? King James. So I'm the same time. I use the NIV, but guys, it pretty much when you go through and you read, it's all there. The reason I choose to read the NIV study Bible is because it actually refers you back into things that are where you can go look at other historical facts that go along with the Bible. So it talks about sand scrolls and where you can find other information. So when you're filling that knowledge bucket full and the Lord's filling your heart full and your soul and your spirit full, you can go back, and sometimes it's better to battle someone or to have a conversation with someone using information that is not biblically or in the Bible. What it will be is it will be using their own sources to prove a point to them. And a lot of times you'll break those walls down a lot easier. Back to Rootstead, what's going on? They said, what's going on, guys? So yeah, I know you, Larkmore Homestead. We always know you're here. I'm glad to see you here. So we are not, I'm telling you guys this right now, we are not going as long as we did last week. Elena said she would kill me if we went for 4 hours, and I don't feel like getting butchered or anything like that. So I'm not going to go that long. This girl needs her sleep. Getting started on Homestead. How are you doing? Sorry, your internet is bad tonight. Uh, I like to use different versions to study. Absolutely, Rosework. That's the only way to do it. And look outside. Go into history. Go into your Roman history and your Egyptian history and a lot of those other histories, and look and dive into that and start looking in where they talk about Jesus Christ, because you'd be surprised. And if this man wasn't divine, then why did so many different cultures speak of him? Why did so many cultures speak of the deeds and the things that he was accomplishing? And then why did that put him on a cross to die for all of our sins? We know why, but when you're looking for that history and you're looking for that information, that really helps out a lot. Casey Hansen, how are you tonight? Um, that's just a thing. God's going to speak to you in so many different ways, just like hearing this one thing today. And I haven't shared this with these guys, so they really don't know where we're going. They're along for the ride, and I like that because it facilitates us having different conversations and different dialogues about that subject. So
Hardneck
I
Farms.
never Hardneck Farms in here. Well, yeah, Hardneck. I never liked reading, so y'all are my Bible and my church.
Hey,
Good to go.
perfect.
It's sharing together. Soggy Bottom Homestead in the house. What's going on? I appreciate you being in here. So let's get into this. We're going to read scripture in a few minutes, but I'm going to explain to you guys what I heard today and where we're going. In there, everybody, let's take a step back. Everybody say hello to Mike from Electrical Code Coach. All right, me and Mike are going to do some collabs here very soon. Mike is a brilliant electrician that has a channel out with about 1,700 subs. He's doing great. His view time. He's asking me if his view time's doing good, and his individual videos in 48 hours are getting like 18 and 1,900 views in 48 hours. So what Mike is he's an electrician, obviously from his thing, but he actually coaches on his channel, and he'll show you how to do things somewhat to code. Now that may not be exactly what it is for each and every state, but he's going to show you where it's going to be. So what he's working on my neighbor's house right now. So what we're going to try to do is put together a series of videos, sharing with you guys on some alternative energies, but some basic wiring, how to wire three plug outlet, how to wire a light switch, how to do these things, which I told him, I said, the homesteading community will eat that up because we're all trying to build our own homes. We're all trying to be as frugal as possible and debt free. And Mike does this because it's a passion of his to share that knowledge and to love on other people the way the Lord intended us to do. Now, Mike has a school. He also has some online courses that you can go take. And if you're an electrician or you have a kid that's doing electrical school and they need to get up to speed, Mike offers a school. A lot of it is free videos, and then you go in and you file and you do your testing and your book stuff. So you guys can go over and check that out at Electrical Code Coach. His name's Mike, and we'll do that. But we're going to see some stuff coming in. We're going to get him on some solar and stuff like that, and work with him on doing some videos like that. And we'll probably post most of them on his channel because that's his neck, that's his thing to do. But we're gonna get back and doing that. We've also talked about doing some other stuff, and but that's way down the road, and we'll get to you guys with that later. But if you guys can go share some love with him. Like I said, he's not a tiny channel. He's got a good growth. He's sitting at 1,700. But I'm sure he would enjoy having you guys come over. And I think it would be a wealth of knowledge for anybody that owns a home or is looking to building home or looking to get into doing anything by themselves, putting in a storage unit, putting in an outbuilding, doing anything where you're going to have to run some electrical, knowing how to do a basic plug is a big thing, because if you don't, you burn your house down. So go check him out. Go over there and look at all that good stuff. There you go. Mims has got you on fire. We are also going to get Mike to be doing some lives. We're going to get Mike turned on to doing a live, and where he's actually showing you live how you do this stuff, so you can ask him, hey, okay, what do you do here? Why did you do this? Hey, Suzanne, how are you? So pretty interesting. I'm very excited to have Mike joining in and going to see us. Mike has 4 kids, so Mike may not stay all night tonight and chit chat with us. I have 1 kid, and I'm more out and don't feel like being here sometimes. So having 4 of them, he must have a superhero wife that's there taking care of stuff and getting it done. So not going to meet her yet. Not going to meet the kids, but I did invite them to come up and check us out. So, yeah, Evans Essentials, how are you? For all of you guys that are here from Roots and Refuge, where you got the seeds and stuff, they did package. We got them all packed. I just came back from Florida. Went down with my buddy Kevin that you guys saw in the first greenhouse build. We went down to Florida on a hog hunt. Didn't see 1 hog the entire time we were there, but we did kill a couple of bucks. So we did put meat in the freezer, and those are videos you will be seeing, because we are going to do my first run ever here in Tennessee, which is different because of the climate, of summer sausages. And we're going to do half of them jalapeno and cheddar, and the other half will just be cheddar summer sausages. So we'll be on that and rocking and rolling. Now back to what I was going to say before we get into scripture. So the statement I heard today was actually from a hunting channel that I watch called The Unguided Outdoors. So Unguided Outdoors is the name of the channel, and it's 4 brothers, or four brothers of God. They're all good Christian men. They get together, they're hunting. It's opening day, September, and they're doing their prayers and stuff. And they made the comment, and it was kind of something they did that was a slip on what they were saying, but then they picked up on it. And if those guys can make a t-shirt, I think this t-shirt would be amazing for them to make, because I won't steal it and won't do it. But they were saying that they need to make sure that they said a prayer so they can be saved to be safe. So let me repeat that: saved to be safe. Because they were talking about being safe while they were out there, but being saved. And then if you watched and kind of read between the lines and what's going on, and why it hit me so profoundly today was just because of where we're at. We've talked about this a lot, and that's where the title and the video comes out. Where are we now and where are we going? I want everybody to understand, when we're talking about this stuff, is what I'm trying to accomplish is to get people, single people, young people, young adults, to get saved in more ways than one. I want you to be saved in the eyes of the Lord. I want you to be saved from debt. I want you to be saved from the confines and the restraints and the ties of having to work for someone else. You can do that. That's absolutely fine, but do it without the debt. Because it's okay to go out and make great money. It's okay to do that, but it's also okay to, when it comes to a position when you're morally being placed in a hard spot, to be able to say, nope, I'm not going to do that, and have the freedom to walk away from it. So try to do it without that debt and stuff, like we were talking about the other day. But being safe is also part of being saved. And the scripture we're going to read tonight is about putting on the armor of the Lord. And it's about being a warrior. It's about being someone that loves Jesus Christ and understands that Jesus Christ is still alive today, that he died on a cross, he was resurrected, and he still lives right here in each and every one of us, that he flows through our veins, that God gave us the ability to do everything he did when he created this earth. And he did that because he loves us. We got cursed, for lack of better words, with what we need to do in this life while we're here. And that's be good stewards of this land, to have children, and to love one another. And we've lost a lot of that. We've lost that spirit to be able to love one another. It doesn't matter where we're from. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. It doesn't matter your political party. We have to get back to where we have a moral thread and we can love one another. Time, you're going to have to armor up and you're going to have to fight. And with that being said, I'm going to read this scripture to you. And I think that by reading this scripture to you, you're going to understand what the Lord wants us to do and how he wants us to do it and who the true enemy is. Because I don't think there's a chapter that we could read right now that more wholly relates to what's going on in society. It doesn't matter what your political ideology is. It doesn't matter what your religious ideology is. The words that are in this chapter are going to relate and resonate, hopefully, in each and every one of your ears in some way. For those new people here, Mike, you being one of them, understand I have severe dyslexia. Most everybody on here already knows this. I read scripture because scripture makes me feel better, makes me feel more empowered. With hopefully he'll bless me to get through this and read it in a proper manner and do it justice, because I truly feel that this verse, this chapter, this verse, these verses that I'm going to read tonight, hopefully will change your lives. And if you've not read these or you haven't read them in a while, I think when we read these words tonight, it's going to just sound like the most beautiful bell in the world in your ear, because it's talking the truth. So let's get into this and let's read it. So Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10 through 20, the armor of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord, and in his mighty power, put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on the occasions. Pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests with this in mind. Be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Pray also for me, that whenever I speak, words may be given me, so that I will fearlessly make known the mysteries of the gospel, for which I am the ambassador in the chains. Pray that I am declared be declared it fearlessly as I should. That right there, if you right now are full of hatred, if you right now are full of disgust, and you right now are full of anguish and fear and vengefulness right now with everything that's going on in this world, armor yourself with the word of God. Armor yourself with those things that he tells us to do, and understand that sometimes it does take you throat punching someone. That evil is evil, guys. We've said this a million times on this channel, that you have to be able to discern the difference between a good man or good woman that does something bad and an evil person. And we're seeing some evil, but we're also seeing good people that are being misled by the devil. We have some people that truly feel that they need to make some changes in this world, and rightfully so. You guys have heard me say this. I'm not the most liked person when I go off on that. I am a former law enforcement officer. I am a retired law enforcement officer. I'm a retired United States Marine. But there are things that we need to change overall in society. Me and Ivan and Elena have had these conversations over the last few days, and we may not agree on everything as a wholehearted, but we understand that we can sit down and talk. And what we have to do is we have to build those chains of communication between these people that we may not agree with, but we need to show and let them understand where we're from. And trust me, I understand that that's not an easy thing to do, but as a Christian, as a man and woman of God, as a warrior of God, I have to put forth every effort that I can. And then when the time comes, I'm going to end it swiftly. I'm going to end it with no hesitation. I'm going to be the first one that's on with my armor on the front lines taking care of business. And you should know that. Don't take advantage and think that my kindness and that my ability to communicate with you is weakness, because it's truly the strength of God. And when the strength of God is on your side, there ain't nobody stepping in front of you. And that's what you have to remember. So with that scripture today, I say, I pray for each and every one of you. I pray for your safety. I pray for your salvation. And I hope you are saved to be safe. Go over and watch that last video from the Unguided Outdoorsman, just to hear them mess up in the beginning and say that, and then use it to advantage and say their prayer and go out and have a successful hunt. So tell them that Single Dad sent you. It's just something I watched today that sparked that in me. So with that being said, we're going to talk some more about just about what we talked about last week of where do we go? How do we go from here? What do we need to look for if we're going to relocate, if we're leaving one of these liberal hotspots, these Democratic rundowns? Thank you very much, Melissa. I appreciate that. God is a blessing to me, and I hope that his words spill from my lips and off of my tongue, and that I don't bastardize them and demean them or dishonor them in any way, because I'm truly speaking from my heart of what Jesus Christ has put in there. So, but if you're one of these people that are trying to flee one of these areas, if you're one of these people that are trying to leave California and Washington State and Oregon, there's not all bad people, but the good people are trying to leave. First of all, leave your politics at home. That's what put you in the place that you were at in the first place. So when you do that, first thing I told Ivan and Elaine, I said, when you're out looking for this, get your license plate changed to North Dakota, where you're from, where your license is from, because as soon as people see that stinking California plate, you're not getting any help. And that's not mean. That's not being mean to you guys from California.
It's tactical.
But it is. I do have a secondary subject that I want to talk to you guys about tonight too, but we'll get into it at the end. So what we want to talk about is when we're looking, and these two are a perfect example because I've got to witness this over the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I've been gone for 4 days, but you got to figure out where both want to be, and you got to figure out how you work through that. And my betting money on these two is I can get them to give you all 6 of their top places they want to go, and they're not going to end up in any of the 6. So
that could really be true.
And it's not because they're in disagreement, but it's because Elena likes certain things, Ivan likes certain things. They like certain things together. And in my mind, without putting my input any more than what I've already put it in there, because y'all know I gave input, I think that they're going to find the perfect match. And I think it's going to be and where they're getting ready to go to and head next in that area, in that part of the country. So if any of you guys, I'm going to put this in here for you guys right now, so get ready to send your thing. If any of you guys are in that, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri, all the way up through that strip.
Let me open the map to give you more precise answer to that.
If you're going to be in that Arkansas, Missouri area especially, and you guys want to host these guys,
I'll put it simpler: the truck driver way, I-40, I-30.
I-40, I-30, going up through that belt. If there's anybody there that, amen, I don't like talking about politics to anybody. It causes so much drama and it escalates. for nothing. People just don't like different opinions than theirs.
Oh,
Absolutely,
yeah.
Melissa.
Absolutely.
But that's, I hope, one thing that everybody, because we do have some liberal people. We have some liberal people that watch, and I hope they don't feel like I'm offending them, because I truly try to talk and mend that together. Hey Sherry, how are you doing? So if any of you guys are in that area, that I-40,
Maybe
I-30,
Oklahoma.
Maybe
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
If
We're
you-
looking at
if you guys want to host these guys, now it's going to be a week or two. I'm not letting them go for a week or two. We've got
Mhm.
some more
Yeah.
stuff that we want to
Yeah.
do together
Yep.
and that they want to do. If you guys want to host these guys, I will 100% put myself out there and say that they are trustworthy. They are probably two of the hardest working individuals that I know. And once again, ELYN cooks wonderfully. So if you want to gain 15 or 20 pounds, you're
we'll make it
there.
happen.
You got it covered. Ivan's picky. He likes Ivan is a very straightforward food guy.
Simple.
It's not that it's, no, I won't say simple.
That's it.
He just has what he likes,
Right.
and he ain't varying from it. Don't put no damn barbecue sauce on my stuff, and I mean that in a joking way. But they're wonderful. Ivan is not only a wonderful tech guy, which we've talked on this channel probably 500,000 times about, but what he is too is he's able to help out in construction. He's able to help out with electrical. He's working on a bunch of battery stuff right now for
Yeah.
himself, and I'm just kind of sitting in the background watching, going, don't try to talk to me about it because you're going to lose me. And things like that. So if you guys want to host them, Ivan will post his email on here
Sure.
right now, and he'll get that up for you guys. And if you want to host them when they're coming through, please do help these guys out so they don't have to spend
This is our email.
Yeah, help these guys out so they don't have to get to where they're spending the money that they want to spend on their forever home, on hotel stays and stuff like that. This community is so amazing that these guys shouldn't have to put up for any type of hotel. Now, they're not freeloading. These guys are buying groceries and stuff as they're going. I'm not asking them to. I'm buying stuff, and they don't have to do that. But they're not wanting to come mooch off of you. They're wanting to come have a spare bedroom or a guest house. They're willing to sleep in their barn if you've got a fifth wheel.
We have this simple rule for us. If we're not doing much in the house, we're buying some of our own groceries. But if you want to trade like groceries for our help on your place, absolutely.
Yeah. Like they'll come help do fencing. They'll help run the barn. They'll help feed animals. They'll help shear. These two are smart enough to learn anything. So I'm just throwing that out to you guys. If you guys want to have, let me put it this way. This is on your side. If you have a project that you want to get done before snow comes and you need good, strong labor that can come help in both of them, here they are.
Yeah.
ELYN is great with kids.
Yeah.
She's stern, but she's fair. ELYN loves her to death, but she does what you need to do, and she's good to go. So,
Sherry, what part of Alabama?
Yeah.
Yeah, Alabama is pretty tall.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Thanks,
of north
Melissa.
side. We'll see.
Yeah, Alabama is pretty legit if you're wanting to. You're wanting to do there, you
they have some cheap lands out there.
Oh yeah. I think that's where it is, but near Tuscaloosa. Hot. So yeah, you guys. I think you're getting about 500 messages because I don't think that's my phone beeping.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so let's do that. Let's help these guys find their forever home. Let's help them get into a place where Ivan can have his 43 kids and ELYN can have her too.
Absolutely.
We've had this ongoing joke the whole time. I think we did it last week.
Yeah.
So I have a height of bed, no extra room, but I'm a decent cook. Rose work. There you go. And here's the thing. These guys aren't, but here, do this up front. Do this up front. If you choose and you want to host these guys, And if you're like
Give
everybody
us
else,
some work.
well, if you, I'm going a different route with this.
Mhm.
If you want to host these guys and you want them to come stay, but you only want them to come stay for 2 or 3 days,
Yeah.
tell them ahead of
Yeah.
time so that they can make plans. They don't have an issue coming and staying 2 or 3 days,
Yeah.
2 or 3
Absolutely
weeks,
not.
Yeah.
or a month.
Yeah.
It to help you finish out whatever project it is.
Yeah.
They just want to actually have the time, the knowledge of somebody in the area to help show them and guide them and
Mhm.
maybe introduce them to some other people that would need stuff. If you know trucking companies in your area, introduce these guys to those friends that you have, because that's what they're going to do. They're still going to go back and work for a little while because they don't want debt, guys. That's the key to what they're doing. They want to do this with no debt. So help them out.
Mhm.
Yeah, Mims has
Visit
got you.
Canada. We've been to Canada a
We've
few
been there,
times.
yeah. Been there.
Been to Ontario, Alberta, BC.
Calgary.
I think that
Yeah.
they're looking for someplace just a tad a little warmer.
It doesn't have to be warmer.
It doesn't have to be warm, but it would be real nice.
No, we are tired of heat.
Wait a minute. A little warmer than Canada?
I mean,
She's going to be quiet.
Politics of Canada.
Oh yeah, gosh, that's
I
horrible.
mean,
Yeah.
Canada's
Taxes,
beautiful.
taxation in Canada.
Yeah,
That's a bad part
That's
too.
another thing.
But I love Canada. I think it's there. Who adds in the who adds in the live stream?
What? I'm
Is
not
it
sure.
whose ads in the live stream? Hardneck Farms. I don't know. Maybe that
I'm
came
not
out
sure.
wrong. Middle Tennessee.
Sure.
Yeah, Middle
Yeah.
Tennessee would be right up their alley
Absolutely.
too.
Beautiful.
Bob R. Michigan is not with our governor. It's a scary place to live. Yeah, there's a lot of scary places to
Michigan.
live right now. I just went to ads.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know what happened with that. We do have ads that are locked in on the live streams too, but usually they just hit you in the front. Do y'all have a car? Yeah, they have.
Oh yeah,
a-
we have a minivan and a trailer.
yeah.
they actually have the ability that if it's still warm, they have the minivan set up like a camper. So worst case scenario, you want to host
Yeah.
them for a day or two. You have showers and things like that
Right.
they can use at facilities.
Yeah.
They can sleep in the minivan before it gets
Yeah.
too cold for a
If I
while.
can use you as a truck stop,
Yeah,
that will work.
Oh
Yeah.
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 just
Easy.
if you're willing to host them for a night or two, so as they're traveling, they don't have to go in and get a hotel room.
Marion, Arkansas. Oh, we've
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah,
Marion.
Marion.
Yeah,
Soggy
that's-
Bottom Homestead is really good too. I
Yeah.
mean that's awesome.
Okay.
Hey, please email these guys.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
this right here, guys. If you love my channel and you love me and you love what we're doing, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, this right here is the perfect example of what I want to do, what I feel led by God to
Okay.
do, is to help young people get to
Yeah.
the point where they're at.
Uh,
I went
That's
camping
actually
a few
perfect
days
spot for
back
one-day drive.
and slept
Oh, yeah,
on
I know.
a full-size mattress in our minivan at a camp. There you go, Bob. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These guys can teach a lot as well as they're willing to learn.
Yeah.
Elena a little bit more than Ivan. He's a little hard-headed like most men. But no, guys, I pick. You guys know. But anyway, we live less than a mile from I-24 Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Okay.
Y'all are welcome anytime.
Oh,
Perfect.
Now
email us.
Now I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Leanne's life's husband
Uh-huh.
is the polar bear.
Ah, okay.
So he's the guy that was going to help me shoot you
Ah.
at Arkansas.
I see.
Okay.
he probably he owes you one too. So
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, so you actually have met Leanne and Polar
yeah.
Bear at the same time. But so anyway, help out in any way that you can. If they've got their channel too, don't forget that.
Email us.
Yeah, email them. The Other Life is the channel which you see on here. That's their American,
Just
the Other Life.
Uh-huh.
And then there's what do you actually call the writing? The language, like it's Cyrillic. I want to say Cyrillic, and it's not Cyrillic. It's Cyrillic.
We call it Cyrillic. Some people call it Cyrillic. So.
You'll see it when it comes up. A lot of times, if I get new moderators, they try to boot them off the channel, even though they're blue. and they are moderators. That is their Russian channel, and it is actually a lot larger than their American channel because they share a lot of their trucking and stuff on there.
Yeah.
So
I just added my email again. So those
Yeah.
who want to talk to us and see if
yeah,
you want
We
us to stay
never-
with you,
E-
email us.
recommend-
We can discuss all the details.
And go from
even
there.
even if they're riding through,
Yeah.
and maybe that's something you guys might want to do, is not necessarily your full itinerary,
Right.
but maybe do a post on your thing of like, hey, we're going through here on these dates. We'll be kind of through.
We tried it before.
Well, the reason I'm
Yeah.
saying that is some of these guys might not be able to host you.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Mims, good night. Thank you very much. Not
okay.
singly. There it is. Mims just posted it.
Yeah.
But if you want to treat these guys to lunch or dinner, if they're coming through, I'm sure they would appreciate
Yeah,
a nice
that'll be
meal.
good.
If you want to just meet up with them and have a conversation.
Yeah, those who email us, you can actually email us things like what kind of project you have for us.
Yeah.
Like I do wireless stuff. I do electrical. I do
Hey, Christine Harrison.
anything with logistics, anything with quite a few things.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
If you have medical stuff and you own a medical clinic, this young lady knows how to code.
Yeah.
Not to
She's
throw you under
medical
the bus.
office administrator certified.
I have
So,
degree.
Yeah.
in-
So
yeah.
that's another thing. If they decide that your area is where they're going to go,
Mhm.
just having those computer
No.
medical coding
Medical,
for
yeah.
medical
So
procedures.
instead of saying
Like
something like
me
appendix
and Ivan both
surgery,
get loud.
yeah. Instead of saying appendix surgery, she'll just write in a code that means only insurance knows what that is.
just
Yeah.
some numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, Tiffany.
Usually numbers, yeah.
So, yeah, so just pushing off you guys. I'm not trying to push them off to you guys or get them out of my house. I'm trying to just say that they're worth the effort and the time. You're not going to agree with everything with them. They're not going to agree with everything with
Yeah.
you. But that's the great part of but that's the great part of this
Yeah.
community. That's what we want. We don't all need to agree on everything. We don't need to agree on it. Eli and I could both teach these idiots how to correct code COVID.
That is true.
Yeah, you guys know that Mims is a nurse too,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, but just do that for me. If you're in there and you can get a hold of these guys, please get a hold of them. Let them stop by and check you guys out. I know Julie. Who is it? Julie what?
Julie, she's not here today.
Julie may be in the background lurking. Sent them an invitation about New Hampshire, right?
Yeah.
So New Hampshire, they sent you an email, Julie. If you didn't get it,
Not
check
an
there.
email. We replied to your comment.
Oh, in the
Right,
in
and-
the last live.
Yeah,
So-
and I left you my Facebook account there.
But
Yeah,
some-
Rosework. It would be a boring place. Absolutely.
Mhm.
So with that going there, that's one of the diagnosing code for
Mhm.
4 years as
that's
well.
fine.
Good to go.
Mhm.
So where can we go and how can we help our communities in the state of where we're at right now? I think first of all, you have to stand your ground. I don't think you let yourself get bullied and pushed over. But if you meet somebody that has
Good
a
night, Mims.
level head, good night, Mims. Love you. If you meet somebody that has a level head on their shoulder that doesn't want to scream their way through a conversation, having that conversation may pull one of those people that do like to scream and bully their way through in there so that there's a good open line of communication, because I really want us to get away from that the American people are racist and that we hate one another, when it's really our political parties that are racist and hate everybody else. Great word tonight, brother. Thanks for the inviting me, for your kind words. I am headed to bed. Really enjoyed the live stream. Thank you, Mike. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right, guys, go check out Electrical Code Coach, please. So maybe that opens it up. That's where we want to be with this homesteading community. I don't think that anybody would disagree with me that we want to make this planet a better place. And we got people right now that want to tear it completely down, that truly want to just burn it to cinders. And those people are evil. There's also people that just want some change in their community. And I support those individuals 100%. It's the means and the way that it goes that's crazy. World without rule of law, Love you. Good to see you in here, man and ma'am. Crystal Thompson, so sorry I missed the live tonight. Have a blessed evening, everyone. Crystal, you're not missed it. You're good. You're right on time. We'll still be going for another 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
God bless everybody, and I'll see you later. See you getting started on Homestead.
All about local government. Yes.
What was that?
The
It's
last
all about-
one, Mama Z. The last
Oh, yeah.
one.
Yeah. You definitely have to do that. It's coming into election time, guys. You have to get to know who your number one thing you have to do in your community, in your county, is find out who your sheriff is and what he or she is made of, because that is your last line of defense. That's your first line of defense as well. If you have a good, morally sound, constitutionally sound sheriff, it makes things better because they can go in and fight for you on levels that you aren't going to get anybody else to fight for you on. That's more important than who you're going to vote for president. Presidency is a mouthpiece. Your governors and senators and things of that nature are what's making the laws, and it all starts by your constitutional sheriff upholding those laws that are unconstitutional or not upholding those laws that are unconstitutional. You really got to get in there and listen, and remind others of those words to heaven essentials. Yeah. We have to understand that with what's going on today, those lines of communication that we talk about have been so degraded and so pushed off to the back. Both sides have done so. But if you have an unconstitutional sheriff in your area, you got to get him out of office. You got to find somebody that's going to run against them. We have a dumb trying to convince our city to elect a dead mayor. He died last week, and they are still trying to get him voted in. Mama Z.
Oh.
It sounds like y'all need a whole revamp.
I mean, I've heard people trying to vote in like animals. Okay, that's cool, but
that one's crazy.
The person already gone.
Yeah, I mean,
just like the people voting.
Hold on. Let me play devil's advocate. Mama Z, was he a good constitutional mayor? Because they may have some stupid liberal running against him that's completely a socialistic snob, and that might be why they're trying to get a dead guy going, because it'll be a better job.
Then it's gonna be a vice mayor.
Oh, you gotta love it. A lot of the nation needs revamped. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the thing is I'm going to say this, and I mean it. You got to really think. You got to understand what I'm saying. But we have to reset this. But you don't want it reset. We have to reset it, but you don't want it reset. What comes with that reset is going to be ugly. It's going to be nasty, and it's going to be bloody.
Yes.
And that's where it's at, guys. That's not to scare you. And November is not going to change anything. It's just we're there. We're in this. You guys that are in the bigger cities and in these other places, these more democratic cities, you guys are seeing it right this second. Everybody else, you think it's not coming to you, and it's at your doorstep. And if the Republican Party wins in November and Donald Trump gets voted into office, which I think will happen, they're going to lose their minds on the left, and we're going to be in a full-fledged outright. It's not going to be it's not going to be a race war. It's not going to be a civil. It's going to be a simple political war, and it's going to be nasty. If the Democratic side of the party wins, good, solid, moral, and I don't mean to make it sound like there's not moral people over there, but with the people that are fighting, there's not too many moral people. But if the Democratic Party wins and Joe Biden gets elected, you're going to see a lot of strong, good, moral, constitutionally sound Americans that are going to stand up, and there's not going to be any more. It truly is going to be the law of the land, and they're going to uphold it. And the politicians on both sides' feet are going to be placed to the fire heavily. I think you're still going to see, even if Trump gets into office, you're going to see some Republicans getting their feet held to the fire by the people, not by the other politicians. And Donald Trump, I think, will give us the ability to hold their feet to the fire. Because people don't realize we had 90 to 120 days when he first got into office where we still had control of everything. And we could have changed a lot of stuff that would have kept us out of where we're at right now, would have helped the Black inner city communities. It would have helped the under income, because I don't like just saying the Black inner city communities. I want to say the lower income, because we were just watching today on how many of these no-knock warrants that were served that were on rural white communities. I mean, how many of these white people were killed by the same situation that killed Breonna? You know, it's just evil. Evil is run through, and it's on both sides. And if we would let good men be good men, and we would let good women be good women, we would get rid of those bad people. But we don't. We have an evil thing called union. We have an evil thing that is called organization through, political parties, where it's not a bad thing to organize as a group of people that work in the same thing and have a voice. But when you're being and pulled along by the hook in your mouth, you're not getting what you need to get. So Jesus help us all. Yes, Jesus is the only one that can help us all.
Yeah.
But the thing is he's telling us what we need to do. For all of you guys that haven't put it up yet, I want you to remember to go get your rice and go get your beans. You have about 42 days to get it done. That's all you got. Go get a couple of cases of water, just like you were setting up for a hurricane. If it doesn't happen, great. If it does, at least you're going to feed your family. I mean, and it's not real expensive. I mean, if you got 4 people, you can go buy enough rice for all 4 to eat for less than $100. You can add a couple of big bags of 50-pound bags of beans for another $100, and at least you are eating. Knoxville is seeing that with Glenn Jacobs, aka Kane, as our county mayor. He is putting a hold on a lot of poo. Or our Democrat city mayor is trying. There you go. That's it.
Yep.
So, but our so-called conservatives laid down and let shut up. Yeah, Rose, you're absolutely correct, and that's what I want you guys to do. I know I have some starch Trump supporters. I'm going to vote for Trump. Understand that with me saying that, and I've said this before. I'm going to vote for Trump not because he's the best thing for this country. I'm going to vote for Trump because he's the best option that we have. But we need to get rid of both parties. We need to get term limits, and we need to make it where they are accountable to the people. And when they do these things like Nancy Pelosi are doing, if they do these things like Schumer's doing, and these other wackos are doing, that they are absolutely held to their feet to the fire and held to the law, which in some cases means they're put into the front of a firing squad, that they're executed for treason, because a lot of these things that are happening are terroristic deals. I mean, it's there, but let's not leave the Republicans out of this. There's some things that they're doing that need to be done. Not as much of that constitutional stuff, but when you're there, you're held to a higher standard. So when you're out and you're sleeping with every woman and you're in every black book in the thing, it's there. I think that's why you're not seeing Ted Cruz getting put onto the Supreme Court. I think it's because they know as soon as they put his name out there that it's going to hit him even bigger than it did during his presidential campaign. They did a pretty good job at holding most of those old black books closed. Now he's a married man now, but before he was a married man, he was in a lot of black books, and that's fine. He wasn't married, so it's going to be a morality thing, and most people can do whatever they want. Satan is the leader of the leftist extreme. Yeah, we've got to get back where you can have debate and you can have 2 different views and have a true Republican Party and a true Democratic Party that can still sit down and work together once one or another gets here. But we have such big extremes, And our rhinos in our Republican Party aren't going to support a true conservative that is a Trump or a Mike Pence or what's the Navy SEAL's name? Guys with the Navy SEAL wears the eye patch. That man would make a great president. Let's put him in the office tomorrow. Let's get him under running and do. I can't think of his name right now. Grady, I think, or something like that. But absolutely amazing individual. I mean, we do have a few good ones in there, but overall, none of them are worth salt. So it's there. One of the things that I did this weekend is when we were in Florida, is we went to a small gun show and we're there and actually had a guy there, Crenshaw. There you go, Crenshaw. Yep. And I bought some silver, buying small denominational dimes and quarter and silver, pre-64 junk silver. Have a little bit of that on hand. If you can afford to go spend a couple $100 on buying some junk silver, get on an Amex or to some of the different silver sites, JM, some of those, and buy yourself, $10 or $15 worth of silver in dimes, especially if you can get them, or quarters, either one. You will find that is a better place. Yeah, I don't trust any of them either, Mama Z. I trust me and you guys that are truly out here doing it and working it. We're actually doing it. Yeah, he is from Texas. He's an amazing young man, and I think he would be a wonderful man to see run for presidency. So what are some stuff you guys want to talk about? I've been on a soapbox here, just making these guys sit back here and smile. So I'm going to shut up for a minute and let ELYN talk because Ivan's not going to. Well, what you got, ELYN? What's been going on with you? Scoot over here where everybody can see your beautiful face. It's a beautiful
on the
face.
spot like that.
I'm not putting her on the spot. What are we cooking this week? What are we gonna hook up the next day?
Oh yeah, you were talking.
Well, I was thinking to make pierogies.
Oh, pierogies. We haven't done pierogies yet.
We call them vareniki.
Vareniki.
Yeah.
I'm learning. You guys know how you say hello or hi to a friend in Russian? It's Privet. It's my last name.
Yeah.
So Privet to all you Russian people out there. Privet. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So pierogi. They did crepes for me this morning, guys. Oh, yes. I woke up to a stack of crepes with apple butter and homemade blueberry jam on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else we're looking for a good steamer we might pick up to make some Russian. It's called mante. I don't know how you would call it. It's a steamed meat in a dough. Similar to
like dumpling?
Yeah, similar, bigger and it's on different type of dough.
That's the one that had the like flourly looking. Yeah, those look good. Mm-hmm. So that sounds good. And Karen's Garden, we'll see you later. Right. I miss pierogies. Rose, I have a perfect idea for you. Host these guys and you'll get pierogies. I'm telling you, see, I know how to make this work. See, you buy the stuff, you host them, and ELYN will cook them.
Yep.
Cheese and bacon. Oh, good.
Oh, yeah. That does sound good.
Well, you can make them with any topping.
Good night, Karen. Oh. Yeah. So pierogies, the new Monte. Yeah. New Monte. We got to come up with at least one more thing. We got to do a dessert. Come on.
I was thinking about to do mini marshmallows.
Like
a puffy.
Yeah. Like almost like a meringue, guys.
Meringue,
yeah. Like meringue. They call mushroom. He brought a whole box. They were delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to know how to make that. Oh. Well, that looks like we need to do a video. Considering I'm not putting one out in 3 months because I can't get shit to work. I've got a guy here that can help. Okay. So excuse my language. The pierogies I get are filled with mostly potato.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And added flavors. He's the potato.
There's my guy. Email. Email us.
Yep. Yeah. There you
go. That's our shared email between us. Email us.
Yeah. Baked and cooled with fruit.
Oh yeah. Oh
yes. I do want to make some more of the pierogies.
Yeah, those with a little bit different way of making.
Yeah. We'll let you run them this time. Okay. We'll help you, and you can be the main cook. That's the great part is all of us can cook.
Oh,
Yeah.
So like when we first did them, I wanted to try them with what I would have available here.
Mm-hmm.
So we did wild hog and venison, and then the potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Her family likes garlic, his family doesn't. So it was different, but they were
Yeah.
all delicious.
Oh,
Goodness
yeah.
gracious! And then we did a cottage cheese one.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think the cottage cheese one may be my favorite.
Because they twist.
And onions, yeah.
Pierogies, yeah, you twist them.
Mm-hmm.
They make it.
Yeah, you fold the
Like
circle
a-
in half and then twist the side.
Pinch, 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 twist. ELYN does
Oh
it.
yeah.
Guys, once you do it, it's not hard to do at all. They look like a tortellini. That's the dumplings. The dumplings are what I like that look like a tortellini, the little dumplings.
I guess.
Yeah, probably.
They
They
look
do
just
look
like
similar. Yeah.
yeah. But you can fill them with sausages and stuff.
Yeah.
Pierogies like this I show is not epic.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah.
love it.
Meringue, yeah. Meringue is
Ringus.
pretty.
Y'all are making me. I've
Oh,
yeah.
I've stayed hungry, Tiffany.
Hey,
From the
Tiffany,
day they
email
came in the
us,
door.
we'll come to you and make it.
You're not gonna be hungry after that.
Yeah.
You won't be hungry
Oh.
for sure.
Here's a story for you
Oh.
guys. In 2018, we did this thing called Workaway. So with the second place we stayed there for 2.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And Yuliana,
Oh,
when she was
yes.
bored, she was making dumplings and just put them in the freezer.
Man.
So all you have to do is take it out, boil them for 10 minutes, and they're good to go to put on the table. Now, she made over 1,000 of them.
Oh yes.
Now, when we left it in their freezer, in their
Yeah.
garage, and they have a bunch of freezers since
Yeah.
it's a farm.
Yeah.
But anyways, long story short, few months after that, Wendy, the owner, she texted us and she's all like, "You guys saved me today." I'm like, "Huh? Are you sure you're not texting to the wrong person?" She's like, "No, you guys left the dumplings and I had some guests today. I didn't know what to cook,
Hey,
and
Ratliff.
I was all busy all day. I couldn't make anything. And then I was looking through the freezers and I saw the dumplings and I knew it's my savings."
Got to figure out how I can them. I'm afraid they would disintegrate.
No, you just freeze them. That's all you do.
I know I can't freeze them. I don't have a freezer big enough
Right.
to freeze
Yeah,
them
well,
up.
I mean,
No.
the best is to freeze them.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
that's the best way.
because it's made from dough, it's the best.
Yeah.
It holds as a rock. The ones that freeze them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiffany said if she had a place big enough for y'all to stay, she'd have you guys come
Hey,
stay
if
for a
you
long
have
time.
enough place
For a
for a
truck.
minivan with a tiny trailer behind it, that's all we need.
Yeah, it's not necessarily. We can sleep in a van like we
Yeah.
mentioned it, as long as the
Yeah, it's no
shower
big
and-
deal.
I want the Diet Right Cola sign.
Oh.
No,
you know.
that came off of a barn here that was on this property, and there was 16 of them, and every one of them sold for like $175 a piece, and that's the only one, and it was bent, and I stole it from my dad. So that's going with me. The whole barn was made with those. I mean, just those signs, the whole barn
Yeah.
was tinned with them.
Interesting.
So it's pretty neat. They're talking about the sign above the door. So yeah, we
Bottles. Nice.
bottles, awesome, Heaven Central. That'd be cool. So my mom, I've got this little bitty cast iron skillet. It's about this big, and I drop 3 eggs in it, and when you fry them, you just flip them, and then you pop them on the plate. It's perfect. So Yelena was like, "I like this." Well, with them being in the van, my mom had one and sent it to him. So now she's got her own little cast iron skillet to do eggs and stuff in. You can do cornbread in it too.
Yes.
Like cover them and do it, and there's really good.
I do like the bread we make.
Oh, the bread's good. They've got a bread mixer that they're doing, and they'll do all the dough up for the pierogies and the dumplings and all that good stuff. And we get it all set up, and it was fun because it's something you can sit around the table and do. Chris, you look at them and say you're fired, and then you enjoy as they have been canned. You're fired. Yeah. That's funny. But we're gonna do this week, like I said, we killed a buck in Florida, and we're gonna turn it all into summer sausages, half in with jalapenos, half without.
Heaven's Essentials. Email us, post us. We'll show you some stuff.
We'll teach you. As long as you have good feeders.
You should see my collection. I showed it on my 500 subs video last week. We gave away 3 thermometers. Cool, Ratcliffe's family. We'll go check that out. We'll go over and give that one a look.
Yeah.
But congrats on the 500.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can hit 1,000 here in the next few months.
Mm-hmm.
Get that knocked out. Right here, he gets ready to come another one if he's not already on there.
No one wanna come to California. Oh.
Oh
No
yeah,
thanks.
No,
no,
thanks.
they've already been there.
I've been
Sorry,
there.
you come to them.
Yeah.
You come to Tennessee and we'll do it. What's up, Carol? My mom used to have a little mini glass Coca-Cola bottle in a 6-pack holder in her kitchen while I was growing up. They were as big as my pinky. Yeah, I've
Oh.
seen those.
Mhm.
I can't leave the country. Oh, you can leave the country. Now come on. You just come on down,
Here's the
Freaky Geek.
easiest way to leave the country: sailors.
I still have to email you, Chris. I will. Yeah, I've got all the seeds are packed and stuff too, guys. They're packed up. We did that the other day.
Okay.
I just have to take them down
To them
and
and mail them.
mail them and get them out,
Mhm.
and do all that. So we got to get those out. Those will be out within the next week or so. I've got a lot of stuff going right now. Now that Dad's feeling better, now we're trying to close on the house. I did sell the house in South Carolina. We're going to try to close on it within the next week or so and
Freaky
get that
Geek.
done.
You don't need passport for Canada or Mexico. With the trucking.
No, he's in Canada.
Oh, he's in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, for US, you don't need passport.
I think he's saying right now with the COVID thing, they're not letting them leave the country.
That's probably true. With
that's-
COVID, yes, but otherwise, you don't need passport.
Yeah, I
For-
think
Green
7
card is
essentials.
fine,
Yeah,
Just
your license.
Yeah, they're Ratcliffe is down
Oh.
Yeah,
down toward Bulls Gap,
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
down that way.
Yeah,
where
we
you're-
stayed in Bulls Gap. That's awesome area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did a whole wiring system down there, or a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
internet system. for them.
120 acres Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. Very beautiful place.
Tiffany Taylor, I've got like literally 600 orders that people want seeds, and we put in the ones we did, and I'm just going down the list as people sent stuff to me. That's the only fair way I know to do it.
Yeah.
You can ask these
First
guys.
come, first serve.
I'm not sending just 1 or 2 packs of seeds
Oh,
because that's
yeah.
not
box.
it. I'm sending the envelopes are like this big,
Uh-huh.
and they're probably
Yeah.
that thick. They probably each have 15 to 22 packs of seeds of assorted types
Yeah.
that I'm sitting down, going through, separating out, and getting everything done. So
Mhm.
as it goes, if you have something specific you're looking for,
Mhm.
Tiffany, you can send me an email, and I will do my best to get you like a pack of those seeds that you want. But I'm just trying to. It's guys, that's a lot of work. I mean, it really is. I mean, I've sent 300 of these packages out. And I've had everybody that I've called and contacted. They send the shipping, and then I get them shipped out. And then Dad got sick, and it kind of got pushed behind a
Hey,
little bit.
Freaky Geek. If your mind is free, but you're still thinking about wise or not, that means your mind is not free.
Yeah. The guys, here's something for you guys to think about when we're talking about all this stuff that goes on. I read an article the other day where the government intercepted a 40-foot Connex trailer sent from China to the new black militia, the NFAC, that was full of M16s and M16 parts and stuff that were from the Vietnam War era stuff, full auto weapons. They intercepted it. Now that's the one that they got, but supposedly this whole trailer was sent in and they intercepted this. So if you don't think that the other countries, China, Russia, other countries that have a vested interest in seeing us not succeed or getting into a war that helps them, you're sorely mistaken. Because one of the only ways you correct the economic situation worldwide is through a world war. And if you look at history, we're in a similar situation when both of those things happened in the past.
Okay, for Freaky Geek, I just checked. If you do by air, you need passport. If you do by land, you just need to be member of Nexus. That's all.
Yep. So I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was going to talk about something else earlier, and I'm brain farting now on what it was I was going to
Moving
talk.
around.
Don't think it was moving around. Most of you guys right now and ladies, because I know a lot of you ladies wanted to get into it. Your hunting seasons are opening up, or have already opened up.
Mhm.
Ours opens up officially Saturday, where our temperatures are dropping, so it's going to be a lot of fun to do that. and get out there. I think Ivan wants to go sit in the stand with me.
Mhm.
I don't know if ELYN wants to go out one day and sit. I'm not taking
Oh,
both
yeah,
of them at the
speaking
same
of
time.
which.
We just ain't doing that.
Mhm.
But we'll go out and sit and do that. Are you still going hunting in Colorado? Crystal Thomas, I'm going to try my best. If the house closes in time and I can make it happen, yes, I am going. Um, and that's where I'm at right now. It all depends on the house closing. They had
Yeah.
the lawyers in the law firm and the title company that did the closing when I bought the property forgot to file two pieces of paperwork, which are in the file that were already done, but they didn't file it. So it's held up some things on getting two things cleared up that aren't big deals. It's just time.
Mhm.
And so that company actually has taken over from the law office that I hired because I didn't
messed up.
realize that they had moved from McCormick to Greenwood too. I thought they just closed down and they had just moved. But the title insurance and stuff is taking care of that. So if you guys are buying property, that's one of the things I do. Do the title search and pay the extra $150
Mhm.
to have the title insurance done,
Absolutely.
even if you're buying from an individual.
Mhm.
No, I want deer meat. Tiffany wants deer meat.
Yeah.
Hey, if we're gonna be going your way, why
Yeah.
not?
She's like,
We'll
So
drop some off.
yeah,
she's like,
well,
she wants someone to kill deer for her. If
Hey,
someone can do
that's
that.
possible. There's always a hunter who wants
Like-
just game.
Kill for me.
yeah, we are going to try to do that. We've put down, this will be the deer I killed this weekend is deer number 7. Not for me personally, between me and my father, we killed 7. Which when you look at that, when you have my mother, my father, me, ELYN, my nephews, my sister, her daughter, my 2 nieces, when you get 10 to 12 people put on there, that's not a whole lot of meat when you're getting 40 pounds of meat from each deer. So 40, 45. So we need to put down a couple more to be above the game of where we need to be.
Or gotta put down
Yeah,
something
Crystal,
fatty.
I do too. It's hopefully going to be there. If not, it wasn't meant to be, and God wants me to be here. So
Yeah.
there's a reason that I won't be going. So we'll find that out
Yeah.
in the long run. We're going to go for 10 more minutes, and then we're getting off of here. So I'm not getting fussed at anymore by Elena because she's mean when she gets fussy. No, she's not. No, she's not. Do you guys have any questions for us? Any
Yes.
questions for these young guys?
Absolutely anything.
Anything?
We
We would love there. Yeah, anything. Get this guy to shut up beside me. Anything. Not enough hunters anymore. The deer population has exploded. Ratcliffe Family Homes lawns.
What's your area?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right. I'm gonna tell you right. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. This season's gonna scare you. If you live really close to someplace people hunt, be on the lookout and have your head on a swivel. You're going to have more. There's more hunting license already sold in the U.S. than there has been in 20 years.
2 cops shot tonight. Yeah, I
Oh,
heard.
that sucks.
Mm,
I heard.
Yeah. So
happens.
pray for those guys, for those officers and their families.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's more hunting license. There's going to be more idiots that think they know how to hunt in the woods
Yeah.
this year than not. And that's the thing. Hunting is a skill. It's just like carpentry. It's just like anything else. That's why in the past, in the old days, you actually had people that was their job was hunting. Not everybody can do it. In Kentucky, so sad. That is scary. Yeah.
Martin 22.
What was that? What did I miss?
Official
Mm.
fishes. And
Oh, found out we have an old Marlin 22 rifle, Chris. So what ammo am I looking for that would be the best?
CCS.
Okay, it's a 22. What you want to do is look on the barrel, and it may say, if it's an old Marlin, it may say 22 long rifle and shorts. If it says that, you can buy any of those 3. And like Ivan just said, your CCI is going to be your best ammo for like hunting and putting, but you can buy bulk ammo. You can buy
Yeah.
the Remington hollow point, copper jacket hollow points, which you can still hunt with and stuff. But you can buy a bulk 525 round box for $25 still.
Yeah.
And all your Walmarts have it, and they have them in stock pretty regularly. So you can go buy for $100. You probably put up 2,000 rounds easy and pretty quick. The CCI is a lot more expensive, but you want to make sure. Now, the bullet that I like the most by CCI is called the CCI Stinger, and it's a little bit faster and a little bit harder hitting, and it works really, really good.
For a small game, is
now,
perfect.
Now, I'm going to make this comment, and I'm going to put a caveat on there like I do sometimes, but in a survival situation or a self-reliant situation, you can kill a deer with a 22 long rifle. You have to shoot them in the neck, and you don't want to shoot them at 100 yards, but you can kill a deer with a 22 rifle. Bonnie Dickerson, what's going on?
Long rifle.
I got you old rifle, long rifle. Oh, it's an old rifle, and old rifles sometimes shoot long rifle and shorts. It's probably long rifle if I'm not mistaken. Bonnie, I got your email earlier, just didn't get a time to email you back. CCI, yep. And then you can buy the bolt boxes of Remington or Federal, just because they come in 350 to 525 round boxes, like this right here. Here, I'll show you one. I actually have a box of, these are the Remington. This is the golden bullet. These are actual hollow points for hunting, but that's a 525 round box. I mean, it's not big, but there's 525 rounds. So, I mean, if you can buy 2 boxes of that, you've got quite a bit of ammo to put up and use for self-defense. Yeah, $25, $30. Yeah. And then buy a couple of the smaller 50 round boxes or 100 round boxes, bricks. They're in a long plastic box for anywhere from $12 to $15 a piece.
Yes, you can. I've done it.
Yep.
Kill a deer with 22.
Yep.
You can, but if you do it right.
Yep.
Not everyone can.
I want to get a 22 rifle to squirrel hunt with. Yeah, Sherry Mize. They work great for that. 410 shotguns are good for that. And a 410 shotgun will drop a deer quick, and it's legal. The thing with a 22 rifle is you can't legally hunt deer. In a survival situation, you do what you got to do. If you get caught and put in jail in a survival situation, you're not surviving anymore. They're feeding you 3 squirrel meals a day, so you're good, you know. But with a situation with a 410 will drop a deer easy. You're not going to want to shoot them more than 45 or 50 yards, but it'll work well. I'm trying to see some people here, but I have canned before, just not meat. What was that? I missed something from Freaky Geek about nicely in life. She helped teach you how to use it. Okay, I'm missing some stuff, but that's okay. Hello, hey, J Love Adventure, what's going down? Learning a lot about guns and ammo from you and the group. Good chat stream. Yes, guns are important. They're another tool to put in your box. World Without Rule. Pellet gun for squirrel. Yeah, pellet guns are awesome. They've got some good ones, 17s and 22s, and they even have some big enough now where you can kill hogs with them in 45 caliber. I'm looking for a homestead with enough land to let the wildlife surrounding my house and only kill what we need to survive. Well, yes, sir. Single dad, I'm not wasting anything. Absolutely, Miss Melissa. That's the best way to go for it. But deer can roam 5 to 10 miles in a day. So that's a lot of land to do that on. Oh, good. Have to watch out for my friends. Okay. Love having canned meat on hand. Yes. Dang, 12 gauge pump action shotgun like the Mossbergs are sold out everywhere down here. I was just down your way, and I know in Fort Myers they had plenty of them, Carol. We were in there, and they had plenty of rifle ammo, like 243, 308, 6.5 Creedmoor. They had it up here too. He just bought some 6.5 Creedmoor. Also, Fishes and Loafs. We actually picked up 8 cases of wide mouth pint jars, and I could have picked up 100 cases of regular mouth and 100 cases of regular mouth quarts. They had canning jars all over Florida, everywhere we went. Good night, Mama G. Bow and arrow will do just as good too. Well, Melissa Lieber, they will, but you have to be a lot better skilled.
Yes.
So
way
it's
better.
a skill factor. Your success rate with the bow is a lot less than with the rifle.
Good night, Freaky Geek.
Chris, I have to call it a night. Mama Z, good night. We're getting off here too. I'm running away to take care. All good night, Freaky Geek. We're good. All right, we're gonna get off of here. All right.
Mhm.
So what do you think about 22 250? Absolutely wonderful round, super fast, and I love it. I have a 38 special, but Polar Bear just bought me a 22 because I like them better.
Wow.
Leanne, I'm a 22 freak. I carry a 22 every day. Just happened to be rubbing a hole in my leg
We're
when I took it out.
thinking to buy 22.
Yeah, I told these guys they need to pick up a 22 long rifle before
Yeah.
they leave.
Because
Just
I
a
can pick
rifle.
up a lot of ammo real cheap.
Real
quick.
cheap right now, real
Oh, yeah,
quick.
and it's available everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Right now it is. Before it wasn't. Before all this stuff, you couldn't buy 22.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you can
We
buy
had
it everywhere.
22 shortage a few years ago.
Yeah.
All of a
Yeah,
sudden,
well, up
it's
within the last year.
everywhere.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to get off here. As always, God bless. Live with what God
Yeah.
gives you.
Leave
we're
the
outta
other
here.
life.
Leave the other life. Get out of there. Go away. Leave it all to the other people.
Don't
Let them
live
fight
like
over-
everyone else. Live the other life.
Yeah.
Different.
There you go, guys. See yous and love yous.